Hello, my name is Don Waterworth. I'm a private practice building surveyor, building engineer and expert witness. I'm the founder of the Master Window and Conservatory Installers Association. Over the last 20 years or so, I have carried out over 1,000 expert reports on home improvement, jobs that have gone wrong, conservatories, windows, extensions and the like. And time again, members of the general public ask me, how do I choose a decent window company, a decent conservatory company, a decent builder? And time again, I have difficulty in telling the general public just how they choose a good tradesman. That is, until now. Quite often when you seek to get a price for windows or conservatories, you'll be visited by window companies, from small companies to large companies. One thing these companies all have in common is that will all give you a nice brochure. Very difficult from these brochures to differentiate the good companies from the bad companies, because these brochures are very nice, they're very glossy and very believable. That wasn't until now, when all of the worry, all of the concern that you would have from buying a windows or conservatories has been taken away from you. Because we as private practice building surveyors have founded a trade association which truly is different to any association that has ever operated in the UK. Our members, first of all, are all provided with this portfolio. This portfolio contains in it a technical manual. This is the only technical manual of its kind in the UK. It's a technical manual that has been put together by me as a private practice building surveyor. It covers every element that the company would need with regards to installing windows. It covers bay window installation, it covers condensation, it covers cavity trays. Any element that's needed and required by the window installers is contained within this manual. At the very end of the manual is a rogues gallery. What the rogues gallery shows is some of the recent cases that I have worked on. These are actual cases that I have worked on where consumers purchased from a window company from a nice glossy brochure like I showed you previously, only to find the house has been made a complete mess of, and an expert's report was needed and litigation ensued. This should be seen in reality as the window installer's Bible. For if you haven't been shown one of these by a member of the Master Window and Conservatory Installers Association, then what standards are a window company going to work to? It may well be that they install your windows or build your conservatory to the standards they see fit. They may not be the correct standards, and you may in fact be involved then in a building dispute. Your property may be diminished in value simply because you purchased conservatory windows off a brochure rather than a member of the Master Window and Conservatory Installers Association. You will be given by the member of the MWCIA that you're purchasing from a copy of this nice consumer brochure. What the consumer brochure does, it gives you information as a consumer on how to purchase windows and conservatories. It also tells you what can happen if you choose the wrong company. Inside the brochure we have the customer care guide, we have advice and guidance on choosing a window company, we have the contents of the technical manual that all our members work to, and as I said previously, if you're going to choose a company that doesn't have a technical manual, then what standards are they going to work to? You have to be very careful with your money and your property. Don't assume that all window companies are professional. Many are not. I know from experience. You'll also find on the back of this brochure the ID card that are presented to all our members, from the installers, the surveyors, the salesmen, all have Master Window ID cards, which I feel is important, and I would assume you would do the same as a consumer. Now you may say, well Mr Waterworth, how do you vet these companies? How do you know these companies are any good? Well, first of all, the criteria that we have for membership is, I believe, the strictest in the industry. A company has to be trading at least 5 years and has to be solvent at the time of making its application. A company has to have at least a 3 million turnover and operate from a prestigious showroom. Once those tests are passed, we then look at the management of the company. Are the directors of the company, are they nice people? Are they trustworthy people? Would I do business with them? We look at the office staff, we look at the showroom staff, we even tour around the factory and make sure that the products are up to scratch and the products are the right quality. We have to bear in mind, for us to protect the consumer, the company has to be master at every level. So when we appoint them as master window and conservatory members, we just don't mean the installation standards. There are many good window installers who are not going to give good service, they're not going to use good products, but they're good at fitting windows. So our members have got to fulfil the criteria as a master at every level. Once we've looked at the management, we interview the service engineers, we interview the surveyors, and last but not least, I personally interview every installer and I inspect the work of every installer. This is how I can be ensured that you, the consumer, are taken care of by MWCIA members. All the matters I've spoken to you about previously, vetting the company, the product standards, the installer standards, they're all very, very important. What really matters to the customer is customer care. And that is paramount. That should be paramount to every window and conservatory company. They should be professional, they should be polite and respectful of you and your property. However, quite often, and I have it from experience as an expert witness, there are many, many people who find themselves in a situation of the programme like rogue traders, where they've invited tradesmen into their property and the property ends up a complete mess. Then they would need an expert's report and litigation would ensue. It's not a situation you need to be in. Customer care is all vital. It's the vital ingredient which makes choosing a master window installer that much important. It matters that all these companies have been vetted, strictly vetted. All the installers have been seen by me personally. They're all working to technical standards. And in the unlikely event that you are treated unprofessionally or the installation not up to standard, you get my service as an expert witness absolutely free.